ferry terminal at Coleman Dock, where work continues on restoring the old clock. But the subject of the day, more about the removal of the Alaskan Way Viaduct.
All for coming. Again, my name is Brian Nielsen. I'm the program administrator for the Alaskan Way Viaduct Replacement Program. We're very excited to have you all here today as we are approaching and within a couple of months of our next two major milestones on the program to replace the Alaskan Way Viaduct. In February of 2019, we will be able to open the tunnel to traffic, and shortly after that, we will start demolition of the viaduct. Removing the viaduct from the waterfront and removing that seismically vulnerable structure is the point of our program. It's close at hand, and we're very excited to be in this position today. As we approach the demolition project, it's important to note that safety is WSDOT's #1 priority, and that approach is shared by our contractor Kiewit and their subcontractors. The means and methods of the demolition are designed to protect people and property along the corridor. During the demolition, we will maintain access to the waterfront. The ferry terminal at Coleman Dock will be open, and we will maintain access through the work zone on Alaskan Way and on the cross streets of it. So access will be available to the waterfront throughout demolition. The demolition means and methods are going to be familiar to people. If you were around in 2011 when we demolished the southern mile of the viaduct, you'll see a lot of similar tools and equipment used in the demolition. But this is a very different project from that southern mile. This project is in the heart of downtown with many buildings very close to the structure, with active traffic along Alaskan Way and on the cross streets. So this is a very different project, much more complicated. Again, safety, protecting people and property along the line is a priority. What this project won't be like is it won't be like demolition of the King Dome, where the entire structure came down in 17 seconds. This is a much more methodical approach. We're mindful of the community we're working in and moving it along in a safe and efficient manner. To talk a little more about those approaches and the means and methods of the work, we have Phil Wallace with Kiewit Construction.
Thanks, Brent. So I'm Phil Wallace, Senior Operations Manager with Kiewit, and I'm very happy to be here with you all today. Talking about the demolition of the viaduct. It's a long time coming. It's following up on getting the tunnel operating here in a couple months, and then we'll be off and going on demolishing this structure you see behind us. I think it's appropriate. We're here today at Coleman Dock. As you can all see, we got this traffic noise behind us, and it's quite considerable. You know, considering like by this summer, all of that noise will be gone. So all the people coming here for vacation or coming to visit the waterfront, you won't have this background noise anymore. So that noise will be gone. People can enjoy the experience down here a lot more. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to get this viaduct down so to see our waterfront. Brian talked about everything being open during the operation. But what you won't have by this summer is you won't have this demolition going on behind it, because we're going to get that done before the summer hits. So I'm just going to go over some of the areas here. If you look at this board here, we actually have different areas broken up. What we worked out with WSDOT is that we can have different crew headings set up in three to four different areas, so we're going to have people working in multiple areas along the viaduct. We're going to start here at Columbia Street Ramp. That's going to be one of the first places that we start. And once that's done, we'll move across the waterfront area here. This Columbia Street Ramp needs to go. You can see the pedestrian bridge over here. Our project actually includes building a new pedestrian bridge. So that ramp goes, and then we build that pedestrian bridge and then ties in. So the rest of the waterfront project can start. So we'll also this crew will continue along here on the waterfront. We'll also have two crews up here where the city of Seattle has their whole central waterfront and we'll have an area over the railroad tracks, and we're going to saw cut. So the specifications actually allowed real demolition, impact demolition there. We're going to use saw cutting methods. There's only openings during the night to do the demolition around the railroad tracks, but we're going to saw cut that out, take it out in pieces so it'll be quieter for the community. So we'll have 2 headings up here, or 2 crews working up on this end. We'll have another crew down here. So that the heading will go this way, and then down here along the waterfront. And we're planning to have all this work done, just looking at the schedule, by August. That is a renovation of the waterfront. To describe the different crews that are working. So we'll have 1 crew that will start on the Columbia Street ramp, moving north along what we call this area 2. We'll have 2 crews working down here on the north end up towards the Battery Street Tunnel. It'll be an area that's doing regular demolition. Then there'll be another area where we're doing saw cutting. We're taking out pieces of concrete in sections. And then there'll be another crew that starts down 3B. So there'll be up to 4 crews working at the same time. The other thing is all this demolition material, as it's going down, we'll show on the next slide, here's kind of how it breaks out. So we'll take each one of these, we call a span, and about 3 spans as you look behind is a city block. So we'll take those out in about a 3-span section. The first piece of work will be to demolish between all of these girders, drop all of that down onto the deck. Before any of this demolition work starts, we'll actually put a bedding on the floor of the viaduct, protect any of the utilities down below, and also protect the street. So as the headings are going on, you kind of see how you take out the top deck, drop it down, then you'll have a bigger excavator with a longer arm that'll take out the girders, then all of that drops down to the deck. Then there's some work we actually have to take the piers down a couple feet below the surface street level. So when we're done, all of this will be level across. So I also want to talk about some of the things we're going to be doing. So we have there's a permit that's set up for noise and for vibration. So we're going to have monitors out here. Pretty big contract just to do all the noise monitoring and the vibration monitoring that we have to do as we're going along. So we can protect all the utilities, protect all the buildings that are around the area. Dust control is going to be a big thing. So you probably saw when they were doing the demolition down there, they did have dust control. Some of the things that we're doing now is you got to get that water level up above where the demolition is, because you want to drop the dust down. So we're going to have a lot of this water level, it's going to be coming down on the dust. The other thing is you see PERMA. I kind of mentioned it, but PERMA is our demo contractor. This is a picture of one of their excavators with what they call a pulverizer attachment on it. They'll come in with a little bit different equipment than what was used on the other end of the viaduct. This equipment kind of pulverizes the concrete, so they'll break it into smaller chunks. They won't be using a lot of O-rams, which makes the concrete trajectory away, and it's a lot louder. So this will be softer, not as noisy way of demolishing the viaduct, and that'll help with the neighbors behind us. We're also going to be having debris netting to keep all of any kind of fractures of the concrete from hitting the buildings. We'll have Jersey barrier at the bottom with some fencing set up. So our priority is to make sure that none of the public gets in the demolition area, and none of our material gets outside of our area into the public. As Brian said, safety is our #1 concern. So that I guess that kind of goes over the operation. Go Knox. Brian said
We'll take questions in a second. Brian, I have one more thing to say.
So I just wanted to reiterate, before we can start this demolition project, first we have to open the tunnel to traffic. We have a process in place, a plan for that tunnel opening. It starts on the 4th of January 2019. On the 4th of January, we're going to close the 2 on and off ramps to SR 99 south of downtown near the stadiums. A week later, on the 11th of January, we will close Highway 99 main line, the viaduct. That'll be the last time that people will be able to drive on the viaduct. Highway 99 grand opening event. It'll be on the 2nd and 3rd of February. Involved in that grand opening event, there will be opportunities to, a fun run will occur on Saturday morning that will have access to both the tunnel and the viaduct. We'll have a public event on Saturday, again with access and foot traffic onto the viaduct and into the tunnel. And again, Sunday morning there will be a bike ride open to the public, at which time we'll be able to ride your bike both through the tunnel and on the viaduct. So again, a day of excitement. We're really looking forward to that event and sharing the project with the public. At this point in time, we have about 30,000 people signed up to participate in those different events. In order to sign up, you should go to 99stepforward.com and make your reservations for participating in the grand opening. And with that,
Turn over to questions.
I think we're ready for questions. Alaskan Way, the surface street, will be open throughout demolition. Today, Alaskan Way operates on a 4-lane configuration, 2 lanes each direction. During the demolition, we'll have to reduce the capacity down to 1 lane in each direction, but it will remain open to traffic.
Some of the strategies that we have is, we actually put barrier at the very bottom. We'll have a Jersey barrier, concrete barrier that prevents anything that lands from going over towards the building. We'll also have fencing up to prevent any demolition material from hitting the buildings. We'll also be hanging debris fabric off the viaduct. So while we're taking off between the girders, none of that material will be getting. Once you get to the girders, it's bigger pitch, so you're going to be able to have as much projectile debris.
So is there an element of confidence that everything will go well, or is this all here?
I say there's a high level of confidence that everything's going well. We've been planning for this for about 3 months now, 3 or 4 months. We've got a couple more months to go to finish everything up, and we're bringing the right demo contractor in Burma. They're going to be here, and they've done a lot of this work. They've got a long history of performing successfully, so we're real happy with our team, and we're ready to come in and take this viaduct down. Just can't wait.
These are the closed corners. How difficult is this? I mean, it's pretty obvious when you compare it to tear down to 11. But I know one building looks like it's literally about 10 inches, but it doesn't look like it's reached out.
Right, so depending on where we are, I mean, there's different areas where we're going to use different methods. When we get really close to building, we'll actually be saw cutting the concrete out, so we take it out in a bigger piece. So there won't be that demolition activity right beside the building. It'll be something that's saw out, mechanically picked out, or not mechanically, but picked out by a crane, so you don't have any of the damage to the building. From an engineering standpoint, it's really making sure your methods meet the specifications. So whatever you're planning to do, you're meeting what the requirements are. WSDOT has requirements for what we need to do to protect the buildings, protect the utilities. So that's why I talked to you about all the monitoring, the sound, dust, vibration. We're going to be monitoring all that as we're going to make sure we're not exceeding those limits. That's the challenge we have, to make sure that our methods meet the specifications we protect.
What are the potential surprises that could come up?
Well, in construction, there's always surprises. One thing that I'm pretty confident with our history and with our subcontractors we selected for this job, we'll meet all those challenges very well. We have a history of doing that. It was Skanska, and they had Ryan, RH Ryan in there because there's some demo subcontractor. Different
How the engineering, sort of the demolition engineering here, how difficult was it? How difficult was doing the planning just to get us where we are today?
But I can tell you, I mean, the planning started before the contract even went out, because WSDOT actually had their bridge engineers work on how the pieces all came out. So there's been four different engineering companies that have looked at the process of how the viaduct's going to be removed. So there's a lot of oversight on the engineering on how we're going to perform it.
How much of an impact? You talked about hanging some barriers on the viaduct. Yes, there's also some talk about frames that move along.
Yeah,
Are you
so
doing both of those, and what materials are in these barriers?
So what we'll be doing is wherever you see these the different columns here, there'll be something set up on those columns that we can hang a debris net that'll span that whole span. So from column to column, there'll be something to set up. It'll be a structure, an actual steel structure that we place on those columns that we can then hang a debris. It's a debris net that'll prevent anything from getting outside that area.
So you're building a steel frame that's roughly the size of a span?
Yeah. So then as we go from span to span, we'll actually move that frame along as we go.
Can you describe the impact this summer on the waterfront? Where you'll be working? How much?
Yeah. So this visual kind of shows that, but our plan is like start here at Columbia. We're gonna go up straight north from here, and we're planning on by June having all of this demolition done behind us. So the central waterfront area by summer should be clear of the demolition. That's our plan. That's what we work with WSDOT so we can impact this central waterfront as least as we can.
So that means the rubble is gone and everything?
I can't hear you.
That means the rubble is gone and everything?
So there'll be the rubble will be gone because as we leave the area, we're gonna actually use that rubble. We're gonna take it down to Terminal 25, crush it down to 3" minus, and put it in the tunnel. So all the concrete rubble will be gone. There might be some surface street work where we're actually doing some paving or some striping, but that would be the only thing that would be left at that time.
Bill, could you talked about the filling into the tunnel.
Right.
Could you talk about what you guys, how that is exactly going to play out? I mean, you can't just, you got to do more than just dump the rock in there, right? I mean, what are you going to do to shore that up and make it ready to go and be filled in?
We got plans for that. I think we'll share that as we get closer to that work. But the concrete rubble, the demolition material, we're per the city spec, we're bringing that down to 3" minus, and then we'll bring it up to about a 10-foot plus or minus level within the tunnel. And then the tunnel from that to the top is filled with what they call a cellular concrete. It's lightweight concrete mix, but it's also not real dense. So if you have any kind of surface work that you have to dig through that in the future, it's pretty easy to dig through. So that's our plans right now. As we get into that, there's a lot of work we got to do in the tunnel. We can place material in there. There's a lot of utilities we got to reroute. So all of that'll go on before any of that material goes in there.
Do you need to put in any footings or race columns within the Battery Street Tunnel that don't already exist?
No, there's none of that.
There's no structural strengthening of the
No. There's some utilities we got to put in the tunnel, but we're not adding to the structure at all.
So if you look at the darker green line, which is the main tourist area, the waterfront, which is long. So you're talking about being done by June, which would be good. That's kind of moving up against the earlier phase of the tourist season. Realistically, if you're going to start here in Columbia and work your way north, how much of that is?
So by June, if you do it by months and then separate this, but I expect by June we'll be up in this area here.
So most of it's going to be.
Most of it should be done. I think the biggest impact is going to be when we're done, because as you can see, all of the noise back here. I mean, this summer is going to be a great summer for the waterfront, for tourism. When people can come down here and don't have to listen to this noise, but just imagine how great that experience is going to be. So I just can't wait until we see that in our city here.
Are there any public restrictions on crowding this ferry plaza to watch demolition? Is there ferries going to be out here putting up little temporary barriers to limit?
That's in our contract. So
we haven't specifically discussed that, Mike, but good idea. We'll give it some thought.
You had a question? Yeah, Phil.
Well, you asked how complicated. I mean, for a demolition project, this is probably a signature demolition project. They'll demo from So I think for a demolition project, it's one of the signature kind of demolition projects you're going to have. As far as a project for Kiewit's done work all across the U.S. and Canada, so for us, this would actually be like a mid-level. Maybe we do $1 million jobs, so this is a challenge for us, but it's something we can meet. I'm not sure off the top of my head. We can get you that information. It's a second question.
How much dust are we talking about?
One thing I can say about the dust, I'm glad we're doing this over the winter months, so we're going to have probably rain on every day. But there'll be a lot of water. So as we're pushing that water down on the demolition, we'll also have to collect all that water. So we actually engineered a collection system down on where you put that base rock in, so that everything's collected down below. We'll also be on all the water filtration system that collects all that water and process it. We're going to try to reuse that water after it goes through that, but eventually it'll be tested so it can go into the sewer system. Doesn't freeze here. We're not in Minnesota.
Is there a dust level that you have to maintain, like a
I guess I can't answer that question. I know we're going to drop all the dust down. We'll have monitoring set up. Actually, we'll have dust monitors set up too, but I'm not, off the top of my head, I don't know what that range is.
construction or demolition related
You know what? I think it's going to go fast enough that people will be interested in seeing what's going on, and then they'll see as it leaves their area. So I don't think it's going to be a long-term impact where it's months and months, right? It's something where they'll be really interested when it comes in, want to see what we're doing, and then they'll see it kind of going away. So I don't think they can see it as like a city block area where they're impacted for a long period of time, maybe a month.
Certainly, the project starts with that three-week closure of Highway 99 that we talked about. That's going to be a major impact to traffic. It's going to affect the region as a whole. As we complete that closure and move into the demolition project, there continues to be a lot of work in downtown Seattle, so there will continue to be traffic. It's also important to know in our program, the tunnel by itself does not replace the viaduct. We're also in partnership with the City of Seattle. We're going to be rebuilding Alaskan Way behind us and a new surface street connection from Alaskan Way up to Elliott Way. And it's really that project that completes replacement of the viaduct. So traffic is going to continue to be challenging in the City of Seattle. During demolition, again, there will be a reduction in capacity on Alaskan Way. But we certainly will have the tunnel available at that time to relieve a lot of that through traffic. So construction's difficult.
How much, when you made the decision not to try to get it open before Thanksgiving, you were out doing that. How much, there was we had heard some frustration with the business owners along the tourist area here. How much blowback did you get on that and about getting this cleared at least out of their way before tourists started showing up?
WSDOT structured a couple of contracts around the opportunity to open the tunnel early as last fall, and that was certainly an exciting proposition for the waterfront businesses and the people in and around the Viaduct neighborhood. We've been working very closely with Kiewit since we made the decision to put the tunnel opening into February, and as you heard today, we do plan to have most of the demolition done, certainly on the waterfront done, by the summer in June. So while it was disappointing to not be able to capitalize on that opportunity, I think we've still accomplished the goal of really getting the majority of the demolition done before the busy tourist season.
Did you hear from a lot of these business owners and the downtown association
always spend a lot of time communicating with our stakeholders. We have many in the waterfront business community, and DSA are just two of those.
How much more will this add to the contract by changing the timeline?
We're still working on the negotiation of the final change order with Kiewit. We don't have that number yet. Businesses, the residents will be allowed to have access to their properties throughout demolition. There will be, in general, up to a month where we restrict access. Most of the properties have more than one access, so we'll be restricting access on the west side, but they still have other accesses. So residents and businesses in general will be able to continue operations and stay in their homes. There are just a handful of individuals that are being relocated because, not because of the work itself, but because we have to restrict access to their residences during demolition.
When are they specifically?
Up to 30 days.
Where are those?
And as the work goes on to take down the Alaskan Way Viaduct, right behind us, the work will continue to take out these 70-year-old wooden pilings at Coleman Dock and replace them with steel pilings. Once it's all done, we're going to have an earthquake structurally sound ferry dock and a brand new terminal.
Well, if that's a ferry operation,